Hi everyone, Drexyl's mom again. I just wanted to share a little bit more about my son's case before TikTok's gone. Hopefully you will follow us subscribe to our Help Us Find Drexyll YouTube channel. Okay, so some of the things that I want to point out, just because this isn't just about my son's case. This is about the thousands of families who are impacted every year by the Missing Persons Department at the NYPD. Thousands of families, not just mine. So some of the more important things that were either oversights or intentionally just not done. They didn't look into, for example, the text that she sent me. My son's, breaking up with girlfriend, accidentally sent me a text message exchange between the two of them where and this is after we had sent the police pictures of his fat lip and pictures of his scratched up face, and they had confirmed, the detective went out to confirm an incident of abuse in front of a room full of people when the witness said she went crazy and just started beating him up in front of a room full of people. And according to the police, other people had to get involved, which I still don't know what that meant. But for example, I forwarded to the police, the detectives, both the sergeant and Deputy Inspector Kirsting. When the girlfriend had accidentally sent me a screenshot, she was trying to explain to me that she had told Drexyll he'd come home that night. And what she did was sent me an entire screenshot of an exchange between the two of them, which was very disturbing. And what it said was, my son was asking her to bring some of his medications, his psych meds, to the shop in the morning since he had gotten her a job there. And she says, you can come home tonight. And he says that he's too afraid to come home after what had happened there the night before. And then he died that night. And his phone was used the next day. His phone was never recovered. Mind you, his body was found in an area that the police told me was inconvenient to be found, and an enclosed space behind the building that you needed to gain access from the super to get back there. So where's the rest of his stuff that he had with him on the video that Detective Gons allegedly saw him carrying? His shopping bag, the rest of his hoodie that he was wearing, and his phone that was used the next day. And it was not a billing glitch. Like the NYPD lied to us and said that Verizon told them it was a billing glitch. It wasn't a billing glitch. I took everything to Verizon corporate office and they were like, I don't know why they would tell you that, because cell phone records are used to prove guilt and innocence in courtrooms across the country every single day. And the police lied about it. It just made no sense. Why would they lie about that? And again, they refused to ping my son's phone when he went missing, which was a huge mistake by them. I don't know why they refused to do it. At first, they said we were waiting for a subpoena to come back. Then they said that they don't ping phones in missing persons cases unless there's an underlying crime suspected. These are both lies. And then they told us that it was a privacy issue and that's why they couldn't do it. Well, after meeting Rose Cobo, the amazing woman I've referenced in some of my previous videos, she's an amazing woman. She's never stopped looking for her daughter, Chelsea Cobo, a beautiful young woman who went missing 9 years ago. The police, okay, so in Rose's daughter's case with Chelsea, she was on the same phone plan with her daughter. And the same way my son was on the same phone plan with his dad, my ex-husband, with Verizon. Same thing, same setup. Rose was able to sign a waiver that the NYPD gave her within days of her daughter going missing. She signs this waiver and the NYPD pinged her phone, her daughter's phone. Had they done that in my son's case, we would have found out where my son's body was at within days of him going missing. Also, had they properly canvassed the area, we would have known. So these are basic steps that the NYPD could have taken, should have taken, and they didn't. This could be anyone's child next time. It can't be mine because that was my only child that they couldn't be bothered to go look back behind. They told us specifically that they searched back there twice. We would have searched for him ourselves on our trips out when we drove out from Detroit to search for him. We would have looked for him. The community members, like his co-workers, if you have a missing person in New York City, be very aggressive when it comes to advocating for that missing person. Do not believe the police when they tell you. There's no accountability there. There's apparently no standard protocol. There's no minimum level of expectation for job performance at the NYPD missing persons, and probably at the whole department. You've probably seen some of the news coverage of the federal corruption investigations into New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who used to run the police department, of course. And maybe you've seen that large numbers of high-ranking officials are being purged for different reasons. I mean, maybe the whole police department's corrupt. I don't know. All I know is that the NYPD missing persons is inexcusably incompetent, rude. They lack empathy. They lack professionalism. And it's not just there. At the precinct level, the Detective Scott, same thing. He didn't search behind the building. He didn't take the video or the pictures seriously of my son's face beaten up, or the text message when he says he's afraid to come home and then he died that night. It's a statistical fact that the most dangerous time for a domestic violence victim is when they're leaving. It doesn't matter whose idea it was for them to leave, whether it was their own idea or the abusive partner. The most dangerous time for them is when they're leaving. My son was leaving, and he wound up dead. After texting his girlfriend, his abusive girlfriend, the police confirmed a pattern of abuse against my son, physical, emotional, and mental abuse. Thank you for watching our videos, and hopefully you will subscribe to our Help Us Find Drexyll YouTube channel so I can get the rest of this story out. And I want my son's case to become part of a future movement that changes things so that other families, thank you.